That's the best part.
Select it, drop down arrow, recognize hello.
Is it only when you're in the...
Only when you're in Notebook.
Only, but the transparency layer, no.
Won't do.
So when in Notebook.
Can you be pretty sloppy, or do you need to be pretty precise?
You gotta be pretty close.
Okay, so it needs to be pretty neat writing.
Yeah, I mean, it can't, I mean, if I, that might get that, I don't know, we'll see. No.
Oh, see, looks like K.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
but what you can do here now is
It'll never work.
double click it.
Yeah, well.
If you really want to, double click it easier and change it, but,
Okay.
I mean, you gotta be pretty close.
So
And-
you drag it, you select it by going
And
with your
once-
finger,
Yeah, so,
like you do on a smartphone,
select it
or just typing.
and then recognize.
So could you then, now that you've typed all of that, could you justify it all to be like part of a paragraph? Or,
What do you mean by that?
well, like it would look like a brand new writing document that you're writing. Like, let's say you're taking notes with students and then you select, does it only recognize one thing at a time?
So if you're doing like a whole thing?
Yeah,
Oh.
so like I'm gonna write a sentence.
Yeah, let me, so let's say I write my, I select that, recognize handwriting, my name is Rich. But it won't do like, I mean, usually it'll get a sentence if you're pretty close, but if you're writing a whole paragraph, it won't.
Okay.
Does it do any other type of symbol? Like on my other one, I can make music notes. I can put it in another language. No. Okay. So it just does that.
There's part, so what you probably have, they have an extra software for Promethean and they have an extra software for purchase software for Smart.
Okay.
And those are extra purchases,
Okay.
and they're good, but most of the time from what I hear, it's not worth the money, whereas if you can just write it as like music notes, because we have that too, but it's some teachers.
But that's an extra thing, extra
Yeah.
software. Okay.
Yeah.
It's worth it when you're a music teacher.
Yeah. Well, kind of, because we have all the music notes already created in our gallery.
Oh, okay. Under
So-
pictures.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, so I guess I can start from here now. So the next thing, so this is notebook software, you pick up a pen, all that. The next thing down, so here's the pages, add pages with this plus sign. That'll give you your pages. The next tab down, it's the little picture, is called the gallery. What the gallery is basically, let's see, almost 7,000 items, educational items for you to use. So for instance, start with music. You go to arts, music, and you have all these pictures, which are great, but then you have all these symbols out here, and you can drag them on however you want. Okay, so the nice thing for music, for instance, is I also have
You have staff.
pages.
There you
which
go,
are-
staff page. Okay. And then you can drag the music onto the page.
Exactly.
Way
But
cool.
Even better than that is if you create this a night before. I don't know music, but
Not cool.
I can bring some notes out here.
You want them on the staff,
I
honey.
don't know if there's notes here.
Okay.
But I can go select it, go infinite cloner, select it, infinite cloner, select it, infinite cloner, and now I can drag out as many as I want. And that's just a lesson plan in itself.
There you go.
Okay, so that's how Smart tries to give you everything and try to make it as simple as possible. But whatever way works best for some, it's
Can you show that one more time with the select clone, because I didn't see,
the infinite cloner.
yeah.
Yeah, so what I would do is bring any object out.
Okay,
And so everything that I put into my software now, and even if I write, everything becomes its own object. So I select that, it's selected. This is its own object. These are all its own object now.
right.
Okay. So if I select the object, drop down arrow, go to infinite cloner.
Oh, infinite cloner, okay, that's what I didn't see.
And that's with any symbol that's in the gallery.
Anything you put into,
So you can do it with that right now?
you could even do it with this.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So like one that we used in English,
We're so basic.
you have
We can do this.
5 different sentences or whatever, and you write hyperbole,
Simile.
simile, there you go. Yeah, and then you have them drag the right one to the right sentence, and you know, if they're correct, you tell them. If not, try again. You know, stuff like that is how these tools have been used.
So in that gallery, there's just.
So here, going back to the gallery. Let's do it this way. You have
Geography, go there.
8 different main categories, whatever. It's arts, English, geography, history, math, people and culture, science, technology, special needs, sports and recreation. But if you want to go to geography, it's really nice. You have the option flag, landscape, and maps. Go with maps, for instance. We'll go North America, USA. This one's the one I showed just
I'm
because
using my pull down map.
it's
It's falling down.
all
I broke my toe.
there.
You broke your toe with your
Okay.
map.
Yeah, it
And-
fell on the ground.
The nice thing about it is I bring this out here, which is a background. So
Oh,
you can walk-
totally cool.
Whatever.
And
What?
and they fit exactly where.
Oh my god!
Where you're supposed to put them, right?
I'm impressed that you knew where that went.
My sister went to University of Wisconsin. So you can put it, and it all fits. So these are all gallery items. These are all things for teachers to use, and as many times as you want. Okay, so that's the gallery.
And can you just go to math? I'm just curious.
Yeah.
what's on the math one.
So mathematics has 913 items. You have real elementary, and then you have algebra tiles, you have cubes, you have probability type stuff, all the Greek symbols, there we go, and all kinds of things in here. So
Okay, what about science?
science,
So
again,
cool.
has all kinds of things. This has the most, actually. It's 1,500 items. But you have hearts, you have different molecules, weather patterns type stuff. So science is actually the easiest one to show. This one, there's 4 different types of objects. First one is an image. So let's say here, chemistry. There you go. Those are just images, right? The next one is interactive multimedia. Well, this one's real nice. What it is, it's a flash file. And when I say it's interactive multimedia, it is an interactive file. So if I put this guy back together,
Oh man, that's cool. It's like the game. What's that one? Operation.
yeah,
There you go.
Exactly. Everybody calls it operation. But you put them back together,
Bronchial tubes. There you go.
and as you can see, every time I'm grabbing it, it's telling
Up
me
a
what's
little bit.
going on.
There you go.
I press resuscitate, it'll come back on.
Woohoo!
You know, I could have killed him too, but
Oh my gosh. Why,
Can
did
you
you
kill
put
him?
stuff in the wrong place?
What would happen if you
No,
did?
try to
he
kill.
died.
Well,
Can you do it wrong?
So these are interactive multimedia files. This is one of the more interactive multimedia files, but every subject does have a couple.
Yeah.
Science has the most interactive. Math actually has some good ones. English and history are more either reading or videos of or there's a picture of Martin Luther King Jr. and you press a sound file and it starts
Talking.
reading off the speech. You know,
Wow.
stuff like that. But that's an interactive multimedia file. Let me get a new page.
so then there's notebook files.
There's notebook files and pages. So what this is if I take one of these and I drag it out here, it's my page. If these aren't objects, this is my page. Okay? So now I'm pointing things out, but I'm not, this is an object, but this is my page. So this is my
Oh.
background, if you will. So that's what a notebook file and page is. Okay. Next thing is background and themes. So pretty much the same thing, but these are just kind of goofier things.
Can you print from your screen?
Yeah, so just like you would with
So if you wanted
PowerPoint,
to make a little thing or something and you use those, and
just
then you
like
could
you
print
would
from
with
it.
PowerPoint, file print, and it'll either break down like this with notes.
Yeah, because
or
you could
full
make,
page.
like using that clone thing, make a little quiz
Huh.
and then print it out for everybody and then do the
Exactly.
interactive together with response
Exactly.
board or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is more advanced, but eventually,
can you like, these are
Oops.
preloaded images and pictures and blah blah blah. Can you eventually like, or is there a way to put on your own
Yep.
stuff?
So I want to get to that
Okay.
next.
Alright.
So those are the 4 different type of files. Just search through it. I mean, play with it. That's really the only way you're gonna find it. And the nice thing about this board and the software is that everything I'm doing here, up here, I can do at my computer at home
Oh.
in front of a laptop. Because you can put this software on up to 1,000 computers per board. So I don't know how many boards you have. 6,000
We
computers.
have 7 boards, yeah.
7,000 computers.
Wow, so we could, wow.
The software could be on each student's computer and they could create their own
Yep.
little presentation.
Yep.
Forget these money makers.
So that's the software, and then all you need
Training, it's
is the software key.